breakfast we're making are these apple pancakes. So I'm starting off by adding a little bit of apple cider vinegar to some walnut milk. You can use any kind of nut milk you have. I just have walnut milk on hand. Then I'm going to be whisking together 2 eggs along with some vanilla for some flavor, and then some applesauce. So applesauce is great to use. It adds a little bit of sweetness and nice moisture to the pancakes. Apples are also in season right now, and it's really great and affordable to eat seasonally. So I'm just blending that together. And then to that, I'm going to be adding in some apple pie spice, which is basically a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, and some other warming spices. You can definitely just use cinnamon, some baking soda, some arrowroot, which really helps the nice fluffy texture of the pancakes, as well as some almond flour. So these are really good because they're high in protein and fiber, which really help to fill you up. They're also nourishing for your gut, and all those great healthy fats are not only good for your gut, but they're good for your skin as well as being very satiating. So you got all the great things in these pancakes. Then I'm heating a pan to about medium heat, and I'm using my little scooper here. I just use about a 1/3 cup to scoop some out in the middle. And then once the edges are set, I go ahead and I flip it over. So I like to make a batch of these pancakes, and then I'll freeze any leftovers and extras to have on hand. And my trick is to pop them in the toaster. So from the freezer, I pop them in the toaster, and you can have pancakes pretty much any day of the week. Top them with what you like. I'm just using some almond butter and then a dollop of this dairy-free coconut yogurt, a little sprinkle more of cinnamon, and you are good to go. You have wonderfully delicious apple pancakes, super festive, great little sweetness from the applesauce, freezer friendly, and so good. Next up, we're making a nice savory one, and that is a stuffed acorn squash. So this is definitely something good to do as a prep. I just cut the acorn squash in half. You can definitely do this with any kind of squash though. It doesn't have to be acorn. It could be butternut, even spaghetti, honey nut, whatever you like. Squashes are in season right now, so as you can tell in this video, it's really great to use seasonal items. They have different nutrients in them for you, but they're also super affordable, so it's a great way to stay on budget. So I scoop out the seeds from the middle, and then all you have to do is bake them. So this, like I said, is definitely something I would do in advance so that they're ready to go, and then we would stuff them the morning of or whenever you want them. So just scoop out the seeds until they are all out, and then I am going to be placing them on a baking sheet, and I bake them for about 30 minutes at about 400 degrees or until they're fork tender. Then you just have to make your eggs. So I like to add in some mushrooms, some spinach and arugula, or if I have leftover veggies on hand, I'll add those in too, but you can add in whatever you like with your eggs, a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and some Himalayan salt. And then I'm going to just fold them kind of like a scramble. And the great thing about eggs is that they are a complete protein. So they have all the essential amino acids that you need, which make them a really great, quick, and affordable protein to have too, especially for first thing in the morning. And then once those are done, I'm just putting them into my stuffed squash. And you can definitely bring this on the go with you too if you want to eat it in class or at work, but it's a great savory option that's also very fall, festive, and makes good use of seasonal ingredients. And then we are going to be making a pumpkin porridge. So I am using some almond milk here in a saucepan. You can use any kind of cashew nut milk that you like, adding in a little bit of vanilla, some coconut oil, some great healthy fats which nourish our gut lining, pumpkin loaded with fiber, beta carotene, some almond flour, which is also loaded with fiber and healthy fats, coconut flour, along with some chia seeds for some omega-3s, and a bunch of pumpkin spice. And if you don't have pumpkin spice, you can definitely just use cinnamon. And then I'm just stirring that all together, and this is something that comes together really quickly. But if you wanted, you could also make this in advance and just put it in a jar and do an overnight option. So if you don't want to heat it up, you can do this as kind of like an overnight porridge in the fridge, and it will be ready in the morning, or you can do it the morning up. So you kind of just stir until it gets nice and thick. You can definitely control the thickness of it. If you like it thicker, add in a little bit less liquid, or if you like it more liquidy, to add in a little bit more milk. And then you can definitely top this with whatever your favorite toppings are. I'm adding in a little bit more pumpkin spice. Then I'm gonna add on some pumpkin seeds full of zinc, which is great for your immune system, especially with the change of season, and a little bit of flaked coconut. But feel free to do your favorite toppings like chopped nuts, granola, whatever you want. This is definitely a really good, easy recipe that you can make in the fall time, but also meal prep ahead.